Welcome back, everybody. We're here for Game 2 with Cowbell versus Take the Lantern. Take the Lantern taking Game 1. And what we are going to expect out of this game, I'm expecting a little bit more, well, just exactly what Take the Lantern did last game. I don't know if probably see a little bit of different champs depending on the ban phase. Probably Cowbell has a little bit of headaches they want to get rid of. But it's going to be interesting to see if they maintain the control that they had over the last part of the last half of the game. Go ahead. I was actually going to pull it over to you.
I could feel it. I could feel it in the air. And if I were in Cowbell's position, I would forget about banning anything on Ace. He's got an Olympic-sized pool. He showed it for 3 splits now. You can't keep enough champions away from him. You need to target down some of these other priority picks from these other players.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Again, like, the diversity of the ban phase is really what helps you out. I mean, we got 5 bans. Let's ban some other people. Kenos, what about you?
I'm expecting, and this, I'm hoping I get proved wrong, but I'm expecting that Take the Lantern takes the momentum they got from that come behind victory and just snowballs in the second game. And, I mean, I'd love to see Cowbell be able to maintain, but I'm not sure if that will happen. I think that while I agree that, you have all of these champions available, and you should definitely, ban some that aren't just in the mid lane, I think that they definitely need to, at the very least, get Anivia away from Ace. Because, I mean, if you have Ace with Anivia, the other 5 players, or other 4 players on his team might as well not show up.
If Ace gets Anivia, you're gonna have a bad time.
Right.
Yep. And it looks like that we're going into the banning phase. Let's see what we can get. A little bit more of the same from Take the Lantern with the Camille ban coming out. Again, shaded.
Well, I wanted to keep that out of his hands.
Yep. And Icebird. The gold shoulder remains. Pretty much anybody who gets Anivia is just an annoyance.
I'm absolutely livid.
Yeah, I'm expecting similar bans out of Take the Lantern here. I didn't see too much in that game that was annoying them besides Kai'Sa. And even with Kai'Sa, they seemed to get a handle on her late.
Right, as soon as they figured out Brandana's plan of, oh, I'm going to go behind the tower and I'm going to snipe everybody, you can compensate for that. Especially, I feel like that they saw that, oh, Braum is trying to take the tower away from her. But if we just keep on having Kai'Sa get the tower, it's just going to be somebody just needs to walk by and pick her off.
Yeah, I thought that combo, though, of Braum tanking the tower shots was really well done.
Indeed.
But we'll have to see if they try something similar, because Kai'Sa looks as though she's going to get through this first ban phase.
A little bit of diversity with the Sejuani being banned out, but going back to ban Xerath away from Ace.
And really, they shouldn't be banning the Xerath. They should be banning the Comet, because that's what was getting Ace got 3 or 4 kills just off that little Comet.
Yeah, right.
It put the work in.
Just be like, okay, you can play Xerath, but you need to use a different mastery.
We do see the Lulu pick stolen. No, sorry, no, they switched sides. Still on the same team.
Ezreal picked up this time, though, so possibly no Kai'Sa unless it goes top.
That was something that was banned out in the last banning phase, last game. Too many lasts in that sentence, but I feel like that Cowbell wants to be a little bit more comfortable with their picks. That Ezreal pick is probably what Brandana wants out of this matchup, but ooh, are we going to see Rammus top again? ADD kicking in again. But yeah, I feel like Cowbell's going to be a little bit more comfortable with that Ezreal pick, but that gives the benefit to Take the Lantern to counterpick that with the support and the ADC.
Yeah, interested to see what the next jungle that Gotta Get Lucky pulls out is, considering they took away his previous pick.
Trundle.
Now, it is worth pointing out at MSI, top, not Trundle, but a Rammus top.
Mm-hmm. And that Trundle could also be top.
I do have to say it happened at the LCUS first. That Rammus top last week was a little bit weird.
Well, there you go. Evidence we're inspiring picks.
Yep.
Well, here comes the Lux.
Gonna see a little bit better laser beams coming out of Ace. Let's see what he can do.
Also, more CC then with those traps.
True. Morgana coming in for the support.
Could be mid. We've had Morgana mid in this before.
If we're
Yeah, that was Infinite with Northern Storm last split.
right. Well, if we're on that track of thinking, we could also have a Morgana jungle.
Well, sure, except that the Morgana mid actually happened.
Yep.
Never look back.
Jay's getting banned again, so once again taking out the top laners.
Tristana coming through.
The Ezreal pick though, they'll have to ban someone new.
Mhm.
Let's see what the last choice here is.
Really got top lane or mid lane.
Think carefully, my friend.
Wow. Okay. Guess they weren't a huge fan of that Braum. He was doing some good work with the Kaisa combos.
Well, if the Morgana is a support, as it tends to be, that Braum might have been a wasted ban.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, after seeing the weird lineups we had last game, assuming that Morgana as a support may not be what you want to do.
Right.
But we'll see if a normal ADC gets picked up here by Andy.
Caitlyn is pretty normal.
It is. She is. Yeah. At least until she's played mid. Dun dun dun. AP
That's just-
Kate.
That's just
Let's go.
crazy talk.
All right. So a normal ADC. Who's our top laner going to be? Still haven't seen a Cho yet today.
We'll have to see. Making us wait for it.
They need, I think, a little more durability. So Cho would be good. Sion would be good. And I'll fight again. Galio, yeah, that's fine.
It's decent.
It's a very solid pick. Probably top.
Yeah, I would have to say that's top.
Yep.
And Tarek again. So that means that Morgana's mid.
Yep, that
Or
would be the case.
Tarek's jungling. Yeah, those are our two options.
Tarek jungle, Rammus top, Morgana mid, Ezreal. Wait, did I say jungle? Yeah, I did. Ezreal mid.
Yeah.
All
right, so Morgana is mid.
Bullshit. Yep, Morgana is mid.
Now, Morgana does have a 100% loss rate in the LCUS right now. So this could be a big boost for him.
We're gonna change it to a 50.
Certainly hope.
But, I'm up in the air about this. Somebody else tossed their hat in the ring for this. Who do you think is gonna take it home today?
You go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say I think I like Cowbell's team a little bit more. I think that Rammus can be very deadly when played well. Rumble, of course, can be incredibly obnoxious up there in the top lane. And bot lane, I like Tarek's ability to get those stuns out compared to the kits that Caitlyn and Lulu have. That being said, you can't ignore Ace with Lux. And Trundle has had some good showings in the LCUS as well when he's gone off.
Right. And Sig, you seem pretty adamant about saying something. Maybe not.
I always do that. We do see Cowbell. I think they're trying to correct some of the mistakes that they had made last game. Morgana definitely much more of a risk pick, though. I think that Lux does what Morgana does, just a little bit better, especially with some of the changes that we saw from the last patch. But I think that I'm going to have to give this to Take the Lantern. Just because there's a lot more stability throughout the game where they can ramp it up once it hits late game. But if it makes it to late game, you could see a lot of issues that Cowbell's going to run into. Morgana doesn't scale incredibly well. Ezreal, if he's not ahead, if he doesn't get ahead, he's never ahead. Tarek is going to be reliant on a lot of that. So there could be a major damage deficit post 20 minutes that Take the Lantern is just not going to have that issue.
Yeah, that's a really excellent point. There is a lot of potential for damage fall off if Cowbell does not get ahead early. That's going to be a big problem. They're going to have to work all around.
Right. And I do feel like that Take the Lantern has the potential to do that. I mean, we've seen Ace with Lux. It's going to be a dangerous mid lane, to say the least. And the bot lane, we've seen how Lulu has been being played last game. We got Caitlyn too coming through. Well, not going to be as aggressive, I think. Although, feel free to prove me wrong. Take the Lantern. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be an interesting bot lane matchup. I feel like that Ezreal and Tarek are going to have to be careful with it, especially if they get ahead. If Take the Lantern gets ahead, it's going to be a dangerous game. I tend to agree with both of you about this. I still don't know though of who's going to take it home definitively.
I do like the CC on Cowbell's side quite a lot. Morgana, of course, does a lot of CC stuff. Rammus' taunt, really good. Rumble's got a very good ult that can make people panic quite a bit. Tarek stuns as well. And I mean, Galio does have that big AoE taunt, but and Lux has her snares. Trundle, a little bit of disjointing, but I like the CC coming out of Cowbell as well. But yeah, it's just gonna, if they aren't ahead by 20 minutes, they're not gonna ever be ahead.
Yeah. Well, we can stop speculating about it now. We can actually get into the game and see what's been happening for the past 3 minutes. Thank you, Kenos. And time for everybody's favorite part of the matchup, the skin analysis. Ace finally pulling out skins, gotta say, very nice. I might have to give this to Take the Lantern. Wait, no, Galio doesn't have a skin. Never mind. By default, more Cowbell wins. I do like the skins that were coming out of Take the Lantern a little bit better, though. But, you know, it's all relative. If skins get wins. Now, as we see everybody teleported, let's see what everybody's gonna do. We did see more Cowbell last matchup try to be a little bit aggressive. Let's see if they're gonna continue that trend. I don't know if they're going to, but it seems like that they're splitting off into their respective places. Nothing for that.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Hey, Mr. Pig. Did your friends leave you? Yeah, everybody's going to be taking a little bit more defensive positions. Ace is a little bit further ahead in that bush just to make sure, see what he can see. Pretty safe, and we see some pinks coming up. Everybody giving a thumbs up. Yasuo, come here. There ain't nobody to say that to, though, Brandon, especially with you in the bush.
Gotta keep hidden. That's the safety. That's the safe zone.
Might be the safe zone, but I mean, if you're gonna be cheeky with an emote, somebody's gotta see it. So if an emote in the wood happens and no one's around to see it, did it even really happen? I guess I saw it, and the viewers saw it, so you know, I just proved myself wrong. Anyways, jeez. As we get minions coming through, finally everyone's actually gonna go to what they need to do. Ace definitely showing that Morgana's gonna have a tough time in that mid lane CB. You better watch out. You better not cry. Maybe seeing a little bit more. I feel like that everybody's gonna be a little bit more respectful. Kind of like the beginning of the last matchup. Not too much damage coming out unless Ace can keep on being cheeky with his Lux, which is, as you can see, he's pretty good at. And as we get to the bot lane, just a little bit of keeping everybody honest. Nothing to scream about as of yet, as I say that. A lot of damage coming out through all lanes, actually.
Yeah, they're looking for heavy trades. They have to.
Man. You're telling me, man. Jeez. That top lane is just a bloodbath right now. A lot of missed opportunities. I bet the junglers wish that they were a little bit further ahead. Trundle is going for this steal. Ramus is gonna see it right away though. Still going for it. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth.
I think you have to keep that contention up. Cowbell's not in a position where they can let up early game. They have to keep the pressure, try and create as many opportunities as possible.
Man. CB is just having a hard time against that Lux.
I don't disagree with the Morgana pick. It just does not have the aggressive ability to keep Lux from being the lane bully she is.
Right. That's the issue that CB is going to have to get through, but I feel like that as he gets further into the game, it's going to get a little bit easier. But as of right now, it's just not going to be a great time. If Ramus does get in for a gank or two, that would help. Ooh,
Oh,
might
big
be
stun
going
coming
down.
across. Yeah. Gregosaurus Rex getting out by the skin of his teeth. Oh,
Lane 2. Whips.
lots of flashes coming across in that mid lane.
Nice. Man, this is tense.
Yeah, Cowbell, I think, is very aware of their situation. I think they were wanting to capitalize on this late game ability that they showed last time, and it's just not working out.
Right.
I mean, they're even right now, but they don't need to be even. For Cowbell to make it to this late game, they have to get ahead and quick.
And I think that's what Take the Lantern understands, is that they're just doing their darndest, and they're actually doing a very good attempt of just bullying each lane. And if they're just making it so that they do not, that Cowbell does not have the opportunity to get kills or anything really. Although we see that Rumble is beating Galio and CS pretty heavily after that bullying that Galio is doing. But we'll have to see. Just a little bit of a lull. Everybody just keeping each other honest now.
Looking at it, there is some major differences though right now. We do see that Rumble does have a large CS gain over Darien with Galio. Looks like Lux is leading in CS as well up, but Ezreal does have a small CS lead over top of Caitlyn.
Nothing to scream home about, except for the top lane. Galio's going to have to work on that a little bit. As we see Morgana getting a little bit more of her abilities, we see that Ace is having more trouble being the bully that he wants to be. And being pushed back a little bit, but nothing too much. Still meeting at the mid lane. Middle of the mid lane, excuse me. And there's the ult. CB. Come on, man. Don't die to the minions.
I'm in. That's one thing Morgana definitely struggles with is farming under tower. She's not. Her E doesn't deal, well, her W does not deal enough damage to secure minions like that, and she really just has to rely on her Q. So she does miss a whole lot there.
See if that bites her on the butt later. Well, not too terrible. 13 CS down. Not a terrible spot to be in, but still not the greatest spot to be in, especially with Lux having free reign over the minions right now. I'm just waiting for some initiation, maybe from the junglers coming down, or something, anything.
I don't know if we'll see that. We see both teams playing very safe right now. Nobody wanting to give away this blood. Oh, outside of Shaden. Shaden going in a little heavy, but is taunted away. And we do see them trying to capitalize. Got to get Lucky and Ace on this Drake right now, trying to secure the first one. And it does go across Ocean Drake over to take the lantern.
AoE was by himself for a little bit, pays for it, but able to retaliate pretty decently against the Taric. Yeah, still pretty safe game. Ram is coming through, gets caught out, polymorphed, and has to go back. And Darian is just getting bullied by Shaden now. A little bit turn to the tables.
Yeah, with the changes to Galio, a few patches, it's made him much less aggressive.
Playing with fire a little bit, backing on top of a ward.
We do see got to get Lucky passing that blue buff over to A. Gonna prolong this mid lane fight.
Yeah.
A little bit of ward clearing on the top side. Most exciting thing going on.
Yep. Must be like watching. Is this what paint drying looks like? No.
Oh, we do see the ultimate come across from Shaden. Shaden trying to engage on Darian. Ramus trying to help secure the kill. Looks like they will reach for that. Ultimate coming from Lux trying to take care of that health bar a little bit on Shaden, but did not help. First blood going over to Team More Cowbell. Oh, and Ramus not in the best position right now. We did see the flash. Looking to speed away. Ace was able to collapse on the far side, but not able to secure that with a stun. Oh, very good Q coming from Morgana. Dark Binding, gotta get Lucky in very bad position. And it looks like he will go down from Shaden. Shaden getting another kill for Team More Cowbell.
The paint is dry, folks. Finally.
Yeah, this is what More Cowbell wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Now they're starting to get a little bit ahead. This is what they need to go for. Just pretty much. Now they're getting into a comfortable position. Now they're getting control over the map. Not so much as of yet, but I'd say this is the start.
Well, the real deciding factor in that fight was mobility. That Q really secured the first kill, and then they were able to follow up very well. That Q from Morgana was able to help us secure that first kill in the counters after the first kill was secured. So it was very exciting.
And also just all the dodges from Ace's Lux abilities. Pretty much all of it. I mean, he whiffed his ult, he whiffed a Q, he whiffed a W. It was not really much whiffing, everybody was pretty much sidestepping everything, but well done on Cowbell.
While we are in a lull, let's check out chat. It looks like Swedish Yorick, Morgana mid can't carry, though. Humph. Well, I hope Cowbell proves it wrong from Kenos. I do too. I mean, I play a lot of Morgana. I'd love to see it pick up some more carry potential. I don't know if that'll happen, though.
Oh. You can wish in one hand and cap in another, see which one fills up first.
For me, it's always the wishes. Horrible constipation issues. As the game continues, we see this farm differential really isn't changing. As we continue to see a stroke. Gotta get Lucky in the top lane, still maintaining a strong CS lead over Galio. And this continues to be the same in the bot lane, as Ezreal's lead is down, though. And a 40 CS differential for the mid lane. CB very far behind right now. But does have an assist under his belt.
Indeed. So now it's not forgetting the English language sig, now it's strokes. Do I have to worry about you?
I'm very frail. This greatness, it takes a great tax on my body.
Oh man. The human body can only take so much greatness. And Gregosaurus can only take so much damage. Ramus trying his darndest to try to get him, but nope. Also Brandana trying to get the ult off, not really able to do much damage as he wish. But now we're starting to see a little bit more initiation from Cowbell trying to get down some kills. Yeah. Galio's just having a hard time in the top lane.
Well, he's far behind. I mean, he has a Negatron cloak. Is all he has completed really outside of Merc Treads. So he's definitely got the MR, but I mean, you've got a haunting guys for that damage over time. A very difficult position. Hickey looks like he's trying to push back against Ace, but a bunch of exchanges that lead to nothing.
Hey. Waiting for something to happen. But yeah, now the CS leads are starting to show pretty much, for at least for Shaded and I almost said Darius. Darian up in the top lane. But yeah, that's gonna hurt him in the long run, I think. People are starting to move towards the Drake. I feel like this is going to be a pretty easy one for Cowbell. Do see Take the Lantern coming in to see what they can see, but I don't know if Trundle is going to be enough.
Blast Cone is up. We'll have to see if he goes for it.
Trying to get it. That might be a dead Trundle unless Lulu comes by. And we do see Lux getting a decent ult on Brandana. CB Hickey start running away. Ramus goes down.
2 for 1 right now.
Ooh, nice root. Also root
counter
from
stun.
Morgana.
Damage coming across. Mr. Pig still trying to continue the fight. Got to get lucky, just trying to get away with his life. So that ended up being a 2 for 1, folks. Looks like it was in favor of Team Cowbell. This could be the turnaround they wanted. Oh, gotta get lucky getting dangerously low, but maintaining very well.
Yeah, Take the Lantern is still in a pretty comfortable position, but it is starting to show that more Cowbell, excuse me. Let me switch sides, I'm confusing myself again. More Cowbell is in a comfortable position, but Take the Lantern is showing that they are capable of team fighting. Taking down one person, it's going to be dangerous, but again, more Cowbell seems to be doing fine. And we're back to our lull again. Everyone's still pretty much in their laning phases, and Lux is trying her darndest to get down that mid tower. About halfway. Decent. And bot lane. A little bit of a poke fest. Nothing much more. Darian is still having trouble in the top lane.
Yeah, it's going to be a struggle for him the entire game. I mean, he's going to be playing from this point, at least until team fights start going down. But Morgana's definitely showing her staying power. CB's not letting Lux just run away with this lane despite huge CS differential. Oh, and we missed it. I missed it at least.
It was pretty much one-sided.
Well, we do see a whole lot of collapse as Team Take the Lantern do use Rift Herald, take the first tower of the game. Ultimate coming across. 2 ultimates coming across. What could be dodged was dodged. Still continuing this push. It looks like they might go for the tier 2. The ultimate does come across from Rumble, trying to wave clear a little bit, keep that tower alive, and they do succeed. Trundle looks like he might be trying to make a move on Hickey. Ooh, heavy collapse. Flash does come across. Looks like he's trying to walk away. He still does have the Banshee's Veil up. That does go down. A lot of damage, but nothing coming from it as the ultimate is used trying to secure at least one kill. CB Hickey go down fighting.
It seems like that Take the Lantern is starting to kind of do what they did last game, was just claw their way through a little bit earlier, I'll say that. But getting almost two towers from Darien doing the business trip in the top lane, but now is paying for it from Shaden. Not a happy kitty, and also Rammus coming through. I feel like that this is going to be the end for Darien. Goodbye. See ya.
He really didn't even try to contest that either. I think he realized his fate once Rammus showed up. But it was still very good push on his end trying to take that top tier tower. Top tier 1 tower.
Just gave himself over to our Lord and Savior, Sigtow. Trick is, guys, you just gotta feed his ego a little bit.
Oh, just keep me wanting more.
Transdimensional teleportation, go!
I never noticed this. Why does Rumble sound like Sonic?
That's intentional with this one. Look at him. Woo! Ultimate does come across looking to wave clear. He's not letting them pressure. He's gonna hold this tower.
Reality bending dramatic entrance.
Except a more intelligent Sonic. Maybe he won't be asking for chili dogs.
Oh, gotta have my chili dogs. Rad.
Hey, I'm Sonic.
Gotta go fast. Totally tubular top lane push.
Oh god. We're regressing back to...
Oh man. League would be one of those things that was on 90s TV though.
It would be. Quite honestly, it would be.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Pig does land the stun. Looks like that is going to go over to Greg Source Rex. Heals coming across, keeping Brandana active. A whole bunch of trades as this bot lane fights it out on the top side.
Yeah, bot lane switching with top lane. Both those towers are just so low. Whoever wins this push is just going to take it out, and looks like it might be Take the Lantern. Never mind.
Ultimate coming from Mr. Pig. I think they were looking to engage, but didn't really follow through on it.
Zap action.
That shield is such an annoyance. Bet you Ace is just cussing under his breath after that.
Oh, and it looks like Ace is still trying to get out. Darien does allow Ace to secure a kill on Morgana. Looks like the top side for Cowbell looks like they're trying to rotate bot as well. Finish this mid lane tower.
I'm sorry, but after talking about Sonic, does anybody else have Through the City stuck in their head?
Well, we do see Rammus going around at the speed of sound. He's got places to go.
Gotta follow my rainbow.
Well, the Lux ult did go off. I don't know how successful it was. Oh, we don't handle downtime really well, do we?
I'm trying to get that song out of my head, otherwise I'm gonna start singing it like a frickin' fool. But it's really hard, especially with these teams, because they just play very carefully. I mean, look at that. Definitely just meeting at the middle, just trying to find something, and then we got one team trying to make something out of it, and then the other team just runs back.
Yeah, it was a bunch of exchanges, but Andy AoE is able to secure the tower in the mid lane. That takes care of all the tier 1 towers that more Cowbell has. And that thus committing to a 3k gold lead in favor of Team Take the Lantern.
But yeah, this is what we were saying in the pick and ban phase, was that more Cowbell had to get their lead early in the game. they didn't achieve that, and now they're paying for it as Take the Lantern has started to take control over the map.
Yeah, this is going to be an uphill fight for them at this point. We do see that for them, Ezreal has completed his Mune Gauntlet, so he is somewhat activated. But the rest of the team's just struggling behind him. Morgana went Banshee's Veil, very unconventional first item when things such as Zhonya's Hourglass was available. But there might have been an enlightened choice for this.
Please enlighten me, Morgana. Why did you pick that? Man. Just a little bit more of roam, I guess? Darien trying to roam bot and Ace roaming top, just clearing everything out, including boards.
Well, the benefit of the Banshee's Veil is it does limit the access of Lulu and Lux, so it's definitely a control measure. Plus, it just handles a lot of the CC that Take the Lantern can throw down. Take the Lantern can throw down. And the AoE not in the best position right now. We do see him flash, and the ultimate come across. Lulu ult, and Ezreal missed the ultimate.
Ace missing some of his abilities, but doesn't really matter. Able to make play back off, and gotta get lucky. Doing a lot of damage to Shaden, but gonna be under tower, gonna be pushed back. Darien is in that bush, but is gonna get sighted out. And we do see Brandana and everybody collapsing. Ooh, and then the mid lane, Mr. Big is having a trouble time. Ace gets a kill with his ult.
That was not fabulous for the support of Team Cowbell.
Did not. Clay Matthews
Aaron?
in deep trouble.
Yeah, Polymorph right after that taunt didn't go well for him. Team More Cowbell is down 2 players.
I think it's safe to say that Take the Lantern is enabled right now. They're definitely a force to be reckoned with right now. Like you said, it is a uphill battle for More Cowbell, and it's going to be something don't think that they can retaliate from. Because it's just, the differences are shown right here. Ooh, that damage from Lux. So annoying. I mean, they're able to push pretty decently mid lane and bot lane with them. Everybody kind of diversified throughout the map there. Not able to take any towers, but to do decent damage to champions and to the tower. I'd say they're in a good place right now.
Yeah, 6k gold lead now.
Good lord. Who's got it? It's pretty just diverse throughout the team. Got Lux and Caitlyn getting most of it, and Trundle. Gotta get lucky. Cancel that recall. Shaden's gonna try to do some damage to him. Whips pretty much everything.
Well, Tryndamere is getting to a point where he's difficult to manage thanks to the Spirit Visage.
Tryndamere?
Lord have mercy, Trundle. Continued siege mid lane. Brandana and Hickey not leaving. Oh, Ace in a rough position, but Andy AoE is there. The Rumble ultimate does come across, trying to secure this kill on Lux, but it doesn't look like it'll happen as the Lulu ult comes down. Darien does look to CC. He's holding them all in place as the poke continues. Redemption coming down, trying to save some lives, and it looks like it will. Andy AoE staying up. The ultimate from triple kill, and oh lord, triple kill coming across, and it does get the shutdown gold going over to Darien. Wow, incredible team fight. They did get Andy AoE very low, but weren't able to finalize that.
Man. Oh, boy. Yeah.
What a team fight.
I do have to say, Take the Lantern is going to take a lot of control away from More Cowbell. Seems like that they're kind of frozen in place right now. Ezreal trying to get as much damage as he can, but it looks like that mid lane is just going to get destroyed.
And this just shows the late game potential. Even if you take scaling out of consideration, yeah, the damage came from Lux and Andy, but Darien going in on that counter flank on the backside landed so much CC and kept them in place and stopped them running away. I think he really deserves a gold star for that play. Very well done.
Indeed. I mean, that definitely made that play, keeping everybody in place and just taking away the mobility of the team.
And him ulting in also kept Ace alive, so definitely some good sight there.
Indeed. They are going to get a Drake for the troubles. That was an Infernal Drake, so they're going to enjoy some extra damage from that. Now I'm curious to see how people are going to set up for Baron. It looks like that the... Do we have Blue have a... They do have a ward down, okay. Both teams have vision on it, so... If anybody does anything, they're gonna have the no super say about it.
Looks like Darien might consider going in there. I don't think he can see the ward right now.
We do see some pinging on it, so they are thinking about it, but with everybody kind of out of place right now, we got Lux in the bot lane, Lulu went back into the rift at the base. And I don't think they're going to go for it right now. I feel like that is more of a reconnaissance mission. We're just going to see what they can see and get out and see what they can see for the opposing team. I feel like that if they get a couple of picks or maybe a good team fight out of their belts again, that... Greg.
Looks like that pause came across, according to chat, looks like the support for Team Take the Lantern, Gregosaurus Rex, was unable to buy items.
Huh?
Yeah, very odd. It looks like they might have been completing... I'd have to check the item, but it looks like they have their Forbidden Idol and a Geas of the Legion. I would say Redemption usually, but no, already had that.
Interesting. Hopefully just a simple disconnect and reconnect is able to fix that.
While we are waiting, let's head over to chat. Looks like... Kinos made a very important correction. It's called Escape from the City.
Aha! That's what it was. Thank you.
Yeah, and Fat Lee throwing me some knowledge with what he's building is a locket. Thank you. Don't know why that escaped me as a support main. I should know that. So thank you. We miss you, Fat Lee. Glad you're here with us.
For shame. Support me, he says. Dang it, Kenos, now the song's stuck in my head again. God dang it.
We are almost 30 minutes into the game. Cowbell is playing from behind right now with a differential.
It's going to be interesting what they do here. They're going to have to play defensively, no doubt about it, but I don't know. Ooh, as I was thinking about that, I'm just going to get stopped by Cowbell trying to take this Baron, which seems this is going to work out for them. Nice root and ults.
Doesn't look like Rammus will be. Oh, he did get in, but he was not able to smite that. But no worries, Ezreal got the steal.
Oh,
folks,
my
another
God.
one, Brandana, you monster! Wow! And more Cowbell trying to disengage with what victory they got there with the Baron buff securely in pocket after a wonderful Ezreal ult. Man, I would really hate to be gotta get lucky right now. Probably giving him a few swift kicks to himself.
Yep. Bet you his team is also giving him a few swift kicks as well. God. Oh my god. Jesus, is this the steal week? Jesus crumbs. Can not believe that. That might be the kick in the butt that Cowbell needed to get back into this game, but they're going to have to still play defensively through that, but definitely a confidence booster.
I think this was a delaying tactic at best. They still have a lot of ground to cover. But they did limit it down to a 7k gold lead now, and a lot less pushing power from Team Take the Lantern.
Right.
Because Cowbell are yet to take any turret, so this is explaining a lot of the gold differential right now.
Yeah, it's a delay tactic, but if they're able to make anything of it, get a couple of towers, I feel like that they could finally start turning around the game. But
You really don't have to worry about scaling when everyone has 6 items. So this could be the late game tactic.
yep.
Gotta get lucky. Does not look like he's in the best position. Galio does come in, and they are able to Ramus. Ultimate coming across trying to keep people alive, but I don't know if that's going to work. Mr. Pig going low. Looks like he will get out, though. Lux getting double kill, taking down Morgana. Things continue on. Rumble not in the best position, but he is being collapsed on as they take that top lane tower. Caitlyn ultimate does deal damage. Trundle with his tower knocking it down, securing the kill on Rumble as they continue this aggression into the top side, pushing into this tower. We could see them crack another inhibitor tower, folks. This game looks like it is nearing an end. Baron or not, they are ready to push.
Got that right. Jeez Louise. Oh, nice flash for Brandana to get away from Lux's ult there.
Very impressive.
Yeah. Confidence is a good thing, but, you know, towers, items, and gold and kills are... Yeah. You guys
It doesn't do the job. Doesn't do the job as well.
Yep.
Nobody really saves their gold to buy confidence.
Yep. Wish I could. Any hoosers. Phew. Man. Yeah, it looks like that this game is nearing its end, although Take the Lantern is not going to be as aggressive as they can be. Still playing a little bit. Gonna get some items, gonna heal up, gonna go back and try to raid the towers again.
Looks like they're gearing up for this dragon fight. They know that it has to be contested, or else they become even more of a monster. When it is contested, they want the team fight. They're ready to end, so they're like, come on, bring it, Cowbell, let's do this.
Got that right. I don't think that they're gonna contest it. Ezreal trying to go for the cheek. Not two, sir. You get one.
After so many steals, I don't know if you can call it cheeky anymore.
Yeah, this is true. This is just more of a norm this week.
Looks like they are going to push this bot side now. Looks like they're trying to get the triumvirate, take 3 inhibitors. Lots of damage coming across. Siege beginning. We have 5 Caitlyn traps right there trying to limit their mobility. But the problem is they can't just stay there and defend. They have to rotate because they have 2 other inhibitors down. What are you going to do in this position?
Got some Windians coming in as well. Gonna try their darndest to try to get some kills here. Ezreal kind of get some damage off of his ult. They're all pretty low too, even trying to play defensively like that.
Well, right now you're setting on a 5-item Lux. Yeah, 5-item Lux. Caitlyn setting with 4 completed items. 5 if you counter boots. Just very, very upright.
And yeah, just gonna keep on going all night long. Gonna get some good. This is gonna be game. Oh lordy. Trying their darndest. But I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. Nothing really shown for it. Gonna get Ramus just to kill him, put him out of his misery. Ezreal trying to get some damage off Morgana, just gonna go on to the afterlife. Oh lordy. Putting up a fight for sure. Man.
They're trying. They're trying. They're not letting this go away for free. Cowbell have put everything on the table. They have nothing to be ashamed of, and they're still fighting it out. And that'll be the end of it, folks, as we see Game 2 going over to take the Lantern at 36 minutes.
Wow. Jeez Louise. What a game. And again,
Very
we did see more Cowbell kind of take a little bit of an early lead, kind of similar to what happened last game, although a little bit quicker. And Take the Lantern just seemed to flip a switch and was able to just, or more so, where Cowbell was able to give some kills, give some gold, give some Lord have mercy, I'm having a stroke.
They just weren't able to push ahead in any single particular situation.
Right.
They never underperformed, but they never reached to excel at the beginning part of the game, which just set them behind the whole time. But I want to get some more first-hand information about this game, so we're going to hop over to the interview desk and we're going to talk to Darian, top laner for Team Take the Lantern.
Woohoo. Hey Darian, how's it going?
Really well.
Alright,
about you
well
guys?
congrats, sir, of course, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Man, you are showing awesome top lane potential here, especially with that last matchup. I gotta say, first and foremost, that one team fight where you were just locking everybody in, that was awesome. Able to get an ace off with the help of everybody else with you, able to save Lux. Tell me, what was going through your mind as you were doing that?
Stop dying.
Stop death. Simple.
I like that strategy, but I absolutely love between the two champions you've put on display during your first set here with the LCUS, Malphite, then we see you pick up the Galio. I don't know if this is your regular play, but the utility that you brought this team was wonderful. You never let, at a single point, which at no point in either game were you ahead in CS. Arguably, game one, you were very well behind and lost your lane. But you did not let that hold you back. You didn't care about the first 20 minutes of the game. Might as well just popped up at 20 minutes, give him a few thousand gold, and we'll call it square. It was very well done. When you're looking, the thing that I think made you shine was your decisions to engage. What is your decision-making process with Galio, who works very similar to Malphite with team fight situations? When do you throw the R? When's it time to press that button?
I would say the biggest thing about Galio is you ult a teammate who's about to die to turn a fight. You don't really choose when to, unless you're ahead and you're ulting aggressively when they're in the back line. Both every time I ulted in the last game, I was just trying to stop someone from dying and hopefully turning and trading kills at the very least.
Well, you did that. I mean, in no category did you really excel except magic damage dealt. Of course, you're one of the only AP champions on the team. But you still went 1, 2, and 12. Very high kill participation, considering that total there were only 19 kills on your team. So very well done. So your thoughts, first week out of the way. Anything you want to tell us, anything we should be looking forward to the rest of the split?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, you heard it here first, folks. Blank slate, tabula rasa. The guy he's on a mission. I'm pumped.
Dang straight. Well, Kenos, you've been pretty quiet. Do you have anything for Darian?
Oh no, you guys are just running off very well. Just want to congratulate Darian on some of the good plays, especially in that game one. Those ults were quite the tempo swings you guys needed.
For sure. Well, thank you, Darian, for joining us. I think we're going to go for a little bit of a break, folks, and then we'll be right back. We're going to be going into game 3 for the night, or set 3 for the night, excuse me. And that's going to be Northern Storm against Option 12. Please stay tuned.